Hey everybody, welcome back to Building SouthLake. So last week we actually uploaded 2 videos, and today we're actually going to continue working on something that we were kind of working on, last week. So last week we actually did a demolishing video, which was the first type of SouthLake. So basically what it was is if I didn't like a building that was kind of made beforehand, we kind of just went back and demolished it so we could replace it. And that's actually the building we are going to be working on now. And you guys are going to see it here in a second when we turn the corner. And here it is. So the building that was here is replaced with this. I think it looks a lot better, more realistic, and more futuristic, I guess, too. Because a lot of buildings in, cities actually use glass. So I actually want to start using glass a little bit more. Now, it does look a little bit weird now because it doesn't have any floors or anything like that. But I think it will look better when it is, fully completed, hopefully, I would guess. Yeah, so this actually took quite a long time to make. I mean, not too long, maybe an hour or two, to really just get a solid design done. Luckily, this was my first try for the building, and it actually turned out into something I actually did enjoy, which is actually quite rare for me. Usually it takes quite a few tries to come up with a certain design. Unfortunately, though, when I was working on this building, I got a little bit farther than where we are now. And then my game crashed, which really sucks because I got pretty far along with the sides and things like that. But now, I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of happy that happened because I didn't really like the design I was going with, but now I do. So it's kind of like a best of both worlds kind of thing to where we can kind of just work on making a new design for it. And so we are using black glass for this one. And I will say the black glass was actually a great idea. And I tried a couple of different designs, and I think black was just going to fit in really well because it's not going to be too bright. But at the same time, it's not going to be too dark either because of just how it actually looks in the city texture pack. Which, if you are wondering, is the texture pack that we are using. Because I get that comment in every single video about, hey, what texture pack are you using, by the way? 99% of the time, guys, it will be the city texture pack. A lot of you guys know that by now. But for some of you that are maybe newer to my channel, 99.9999999% of the time, I am always using the city texture pack. So just kind of give you guys a heads up on that if you are curious. And if the other main question about the texture pack is, well, where can I download it for, for PC? Well, you really can't do that since it's on consoles. The city texture pack is only for consoles, but PC does have a lot more greater alternatives. There we go, got the word out that time. Going on about it. So this building is looking pretty good. Yeah, so a couple interesting things are happening in my life at the moment. Now, unfortunately, I can't talk about one of them just because of the fact that it hasn't fully happened yet. I don't want to jump the gun, and so I don't want to talk about that yet. So kind of a little teaser and spoiler for you guys. But one of the things I can't talk about, which I've been talking about for the past month, is I am getting my apartment this weekend. So if you don't see any videos on Saturday or Sunday like usual, you do know why. That's because I will be moving into my new apartment, and I'm really excited to actually start recording more with the new apartment as well. So really excited about that because I really miss my old apartment, and this one is 10 times better. Now, as I did with the other apartment, I will do a apartment tour once we get everything completed and set up inside the actual apartment. And you can also expect more behind the scenes and stuff like that with the apartment as well, which is something I'm also really excited for. So you will see a lot of different changes to my channel in a good way, I would hope, if you guys would agree. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit more hyper today. It's been a really good day. I guess I could put it that way. Work went good. A couple other things that weren't work related but also work related went good. Just a lot of confusion there. So how do we want to go about doing this part? So this goes back. Yeah, so basically this building is actually an inspiration from one of the buildings I'm actually working on at work, or that I saw, and I kind of wanted to recreate it a little bit. Now, it's not exactly, to scale and things like that, but I like the design of it so much that I figured, hey, I could probably actually try to recreate some of that in Minecraft. Now, obviously, I couldn't recreate the entire thing, nor can I talk about what building it actually is for, security reasons of, the building itself. Some of it can be confidential, so I'm not going to talk about what building it is, where it is, but it is a fantastic building, and I love my job for that reason because I get to see so many different types of architecture, and I get so many ideas for my city, which is fantastic when you're a builder because you always love getting new ideas. And another app that I'm actually starting to use, because as you guys know, you know, I use the internet to my advantage when it comes to getting ideas for buildings. And so one of the buildings that, or apps that I'm actually using now is, I think maybe Pinterest, something like that, because they have so many great designs you can look up for, you know, just architectural designs. Only problem with that site is a lot of the designs that people upload are very modern and very twisty. For some reason, like, modern is now twisty, I guess. I don't know why. It's just one of those new things you see in buildings to where they always want to add in these new twists and turns to their buildings. Literally, not just like throwing a curveball in there, but literally throwing a curveball into the building is what they're wanting to do. You know, like, not my cup of tea. Really hard to do that in Minecraft. It's not impossible, but you need a lot of space. But a lot of those are really unreasonable for a city in Minecraft, in my opinion. What else could we talk about since we only have been into the video for 6 minutes? Wow, we're already at 6 minutes, huh? Boom, that one's done. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so as you guys know, I've been replying. Ooh, also, before we even get back to that, if you notice, we're actually not doing a subscriber of the week for the past couple weeks, I know. And the reason for that is I actually went to, last week actually was just too busy to actually come up with one and actually look through everything and look through all my analytics, things like that. But the reason we haven't done one this week is actually because for some reason, I'm not sure if YouTube just changed anything or if I'm just being really stupid, which is a great possibility, but I haven't seen my usual, like, because usually how I do it is I go into my subscribers, I look at who's been the most engaged. But for some reason, I can't find that this time around. I'm not sure if they got rid of it for some reason. I'm not sure why you would. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just can't find it. And again, I could just be being really stupid here and just completely missing it. But I don't think I am. I think, you know, something might have changed to where they got rid of it. So I'm kind of curious about, one, why would they do that if they decided to? And two, would it be by accident? Because that's actually a big part of a lot of YouTubers, you know, that's part of their whole thing is you want to know who your main subscribers are. You want to know who's been watching your videos. So I'm not sure why you would take that out. It's just, it really confused me when I saw that. So, boop, boop, boop. Oh, wait, didn't place that one. Boop, there we go. Okay. So this part's looking kind of weird how it's like that. So I'm trying to figure out how, because it's like just a solid wall going up. So maybe like right here we start to make it, come back out again. Just like that, maybe? Ooh, kind of like that idea, actually. So what we can do is fill this in. Actually, we wouldn't fill that in because we want this to actually be part of the building going all the way up again. So we'll do that. Just kind of stack this all the way up. Okay, so before I even talked about the subscriber of the week, it's about how I am replying back to a lot of your guys' comments. Now, the reason I love replying back to comments is because you get to see a lot of the fantastic comments that you guys, you know, comment on and all the videos. But one of my other favorite things about doing so is I get to see a lot of snarky comments and comments that, you know, a lot of them are actually constructive criticism, and I take them as that way. But some of you guys, not all of you, obviously, just some people, they like to, you know, bash on me. They think they're going to hurt my feelings and blah, 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 blah. And, oh my God, Alex, you suck at Minecraft. You suck at life. Like, why are you doing it? Blah, blah, blah. And I love those comments, mainly because I get to, I like to reply to those comments in a very sarcastic way, because that's just my personality in general. I like to be a smartass in the better terms. And so if I actually do reply back to one of your comments, you know, and even if they aren't just, you know, mean comments, I still like to reply back with sarcasm. That's just, again, my personality. So I don't want you to take it as an insult. I'd rather you just take it as I'm just having fun with you. And so I was actually having a lot of fun today with some people. Like, some person today commented, like, why do you even exist? And my response to it was, well, usually how it happens is when a mom and dad love each other, you know, they do the thing, you know, they do the bang bang, and at the very end I was like, are you sure you want me to describe this for you? Because I can. And just like sarcastic comments like that, being a smartass is one of my favorite things in the world to do. It's just one of my favorite things. It's run in my family for a very long time. So it's just one of those things that I like to do. So if you do see one of those comments and you like it, fantastic. If you take it, you know, in a sarcastic way, fantastic. I love people that can actually take a joke. But if it did hurt your feelings, I am sorry. I mean, it's just my personality, again, not trying to insult anybody intentionally, not always. You know, the whole point is I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun with you guys. And, you know, a lot of you guys want to see my actual personality, and I feel like with those, you actually get to see my actual personality with that, because that's just who I am in life. I mean, if you ever get to meet me in person, I might be a little bit different because, you know, if I don't know people, I'm not instantly sarcastic and mean to them about all that. But like my main friends like VJ or Ruby Stranger, my friend DJ, and I'm a huge smartass to them. This is, again, my personality with things. So I just love replying back to you guys, and I will say, I mean, even like without the sarcastic comments and things like that, I'm actually having quite a bit of fun replying back to you guys in general with your comments. And I kind of described this, I think, last week. But what I do is during my lunch hour from work, I will go onto YouTube and I will just reply back to your comment after I get my lunch. I'll come back to my desk and sit down and go through my comments. And if I see that there's a comment that, you know, I want to answer, I usually reply back to it. And even if it's a, you know, a simple, hey, I like your videos, I usually reply back with a thank you, because I want to acknowledge that you guys do watch my videos. I don't want you guys to go unnoticed. You know, that's not something I want to do for you guys, because you guys have made a lot of things possible for me, and it's just fantastic, you know, what you guys have really done for me in the long run. So, hey, it's just like it's something small that I can do. And a couple other things that are in the works. Got an email today from a company, and we might be doing something for you guys for t-shirts and things like that, because I always promise you guys t-shirts in the past, but I never find a way to actually get them out to you guys. And so this company is actually hopefully going to resolve that issue. So some things to work out with them, but I want to give you guys a heads up on that, that you guys might be getting t-shirts sometime soon. And I'm actually really excited to actually do that. I love making designs and stuff like that, even though I'm horrible at it sometimes. But it's still always fun to do. So how's this looking? I'm actually not sure if I want to make this building any taller, because it is a very tall building. I mean, if you look, that's how many floors there are. It's pretty damn tall. It's actually one of the tallest buildings in the city, if I remember correctly. From just looking at it. I do love this building. I just love how modern it looks. I'm really excited to actually get this building done. And probably like down here, I'm going to add like a couple Starbucks, restaurants, things like that to make it feel more realistic as well. And also, I'm still not sure. I saw some comments saying I should get rid of this building. Saw some comments saying I shouldn't get rid of it. So I'm still not sure if I want to keep it or not. The main thing I might do with this building is, you know, because it does look pretty good in my opinion. But the only thing that kind of bugs me is the base right here. So I might come back and just remake the base and make it feel more realistic. Like it actually has some support to it. As for this building, still probably going to get rid of this one here. Just because these two buildings here are actually some of my favorite in the city. So to actually have one of the ugliest buildings in between them doesn't really, you know, go well with me. So I do want to try to, you know, up my game with that building. So I'll have to demolish it. Be a little bit more careful with using TNT on that one. But let's see. I'm not sure if there was any other buildings I really wanted to demolish. I mean, I kind of want to get rid of this one and, you know, replace it with a more modern version of the exact same thing. But again, still kind of, you know, ranting on about some things. Other than that, I don't think there's really too many buildings that really need to be demolished and replaced. So we can probably get rid of that thing up there. Are there any over here that we want to get rid of? I'm not too sure. I like the FIB building here. I think it looks pretty good. Again, I like glass buildings. They look realistic and they look fantastic from a distance as well. Yeah, so actually I think those are the only buildings that we need to get rid of. So only one more building to get rid of and we're good. And so hopefully you guys are actually enjoying the building that we were working on, the one that is right here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Please let me know in the comments if you do like it, and let me know in the comments what else I could do with it. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated as always. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video and next week for another episode of Building SouthLake. So bye bye, guys, and thank you very much for watching.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you